Breaking news from the Bronx. The New York Yankees have just made a drastic decision that could completely change the course of the MLB season. Devin Williams, brought in as a key bullpen piece, has been officially demoted from the closer role after a string of disastrous performances that are jeopardizing the team's chances in the competition. Internal sources confirm that Luke Weaver will take over the role, in a move that few analysts predicted at this point in the season. Our team has learned that the Yankees have already initiated contact with the Washington Nationals regarding a potential trade involving closer Kyle Finnegan, a clear indication that the bullpen issue is more serious than the team had been publicly admitting. To understand the impact of this news, we must remember that the Yankees built their empire on legendary closers like Mariano Rivera and Aroldis Chapman. With 27 World Series titles, the tradition of having a dominant finisher has always been an essential part of the winning DNA of the most successful franchise in MLB history. But now, the machinery that was supposed to work perfectly has jammed, and we're not talking about just any replaceable part. I want you to join me on this journey behind the scenes of the most shocking decision of this season. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications because you won't want to miss any detail of this story that promises to change the course of Major League Baseball this year. The news hit the baseball world like a bomb. The New York Yankees have demoted Devin Williams from the closer role. Yes, the same Williams who cost a massive trade in the offseason, the one who was supposed to be the major piece to solidify the Bronx bullpen, has now been removed from the most prestigious position for a relief pitcher. Williams has been simply terrible. The numbers don't lie, and what was supposed to be a safe bet has turned into a nightmare for manager Aaron Boone. And when you play for the Yankees, the pressure is multiplied 1,000-fold. Every mistake is amplified, every failure dissected by millions of fans and New York's relentless media. In his place emerges breakout star Luke Weaver, a name that was not in the original plans for this role, but has surfaced as a lifeline amidst the chaos. Weaver represents a plan B that no one expected to need so early in the season. We need everyone performing at their best. There's no room for mistakes when it comes to closing games, said ace Garrett Cole during a recent press conference, subtly expressing his frustration with the bullpen's current situation. But what is really happening behind the scenes? Sources close to the team indicate that the decision to demote Williams was not made overnight. For weeks, the front office and coaching staff analyzed advanced statistics, performance metrics, and even psychological aspects of the pitcher. Williams, once considered one of the best relievers in the league, has seen his effectiveness plummet drastically. His changeup, once a deadly weapon, has lost movement and precision. His velocity has dropped, and fly balls that used to be easy outs have started turning into home runs. General Manager Brian Cashman, known for his cold-blooded approach in times of crisis, is now facing a dilemma. Wait for Williams to recover, or look for solutions on the market. And this is where a growing possibility comes into play. According to internal sources, the Yankees have already started conversations with the Washington Nationals about a potential trade involving closer Kyle Finnegan. The Nationals, currently below .500 and with slim playoff hopes in an extremely competitive division, might be willing to trade some of their assets. Finnegan is not considered an elite closer, but he has solid numbers and, most importantly, consistency. Something Williams has failed to demonstrate. But be aware, this trade would not be to replace Williams entirely, but to add another high-leverage option to the bullpen, distributing the pressure and giving Aaron Boone more choices in decisive moments. If you're enjoying this analysis, help us out by sharing this video with that baseball-obsessed friend of yours. And comment below. Do you think the Yankees should invest in Finnegan or look for other options? Let's imagine the possible scenarios. If the Yankees complete the trade for Finnegan, what changes? First, the bullpen gains tactical flexibility. Aaron Boone could use Williams in lower pressure situations, giving him a chance to regain his confidence. Weaver and Finnegan could alternate in the closer role, depending on the specific matchup. In terms of numbers, Finnegan sports a 3.42 ERA this season compared to Williams' 5.78. His strikeout rate is slightly lower but is compensated by a lower walk rate. Most importantly, Finnegan rarely implodes in an inning, something Williams has been doing alarmingly often. For the Yankees, every game lost in the late innings could mean the difference between winning the division or having to fight through the wild card. And in a division as competitive as the AL East, with the Red Sox, Rays, and Blue Jays always ready to capitalize on any slip-up, there's no margin for error. You lose a game in the first inning, but you lose a season in the ninth, says an old baseball adage. And the Yankees know this better than anyone. If the Yankees do nothing, they risk wasting a promising season. With Aaron Judge in his prime, the investment in Garrett Cole, and the offensive core producing, having a fragile bullpen could be the Achilles heel that prevents the franchise's 28th championship. The trade deadline is approaching fast, and the Yankees must make a decision. Kyle Finnegan may not be the perfect solution, but he represents a calculated gamble for a team that cannot afford to wait. In a sport where small details make all the difference, a good closer can turn a good team into a champion. And you, what would you do if you were Brian Cashman? Would you bet on Finnegan, or look for another name in the market? Maybe give Williams one more chance? Leave your opinion in the comments. I want to know what you think. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the Yankees negotiation backstage in the MLB, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel.